What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing a react to a video from Language Simp. Why I hate learning Spanish. Well, this will be very interesting. I wonder if he's going to go the traditional route of, just shitting on grammar and stuff, which to me will probably mean nothing, because as a lot of you guys know, I'm learning Spanish using a pretty non-traditional approach in which I just basically watch a lot of content and don't even look at grammar. Okay, let's see what he's got to say.
Hola
Okay, well that was quite the start now, wasn't it? Okay.
a todos y bienvenidos a mi canal. Para los que no me conocen, yo soy Language Simp.
Parolas non... Is that actually how you say it in Spanish? Because, I'm used to hablar, hablar. Okay, I think that's how it's said. I'm not even sure, but I have heard also that one, whatever. He probably knows what he's on about. I'm just learning via import. What am I on about?
Soy de los United States y llevo
That's not how you say United States in Spanish. Come on, my man. Even I know that.
años estudiando español. Hoy voy a hablar sobre por qué odio el idioma español. Escuchad, obviamente me encanta este idioma, pero al mismo tiempo, learning it is extremely frustrating.
His pronunciation, we're starting great today, guys. English is just coming out in full force. Okay, so his pronunciation actually seems pretty legit good in Spanish. It sounds clean.
Flashback a few years. I was fluent in French and I was at the tail end.
Holy shit, is he bald? Wait, is he bald now? Is this a thing? Are all the polyglot YouTubers all going bald? Are we all doing the Mikkel? But I'm gonna be honest, okay? Either there on his top of his head is a couple of spots he missed, or my man, you don't have the head like I do.
Of torture grinding Russian for 3 hours a day, when I had a realization. Wow, c'était vraiment une perte de temps. Пустая трата времени, блин. What am I gonna do with these? I live in America. I'd be lucky if I maybe found one French or
You could work for COVID agency of some sort. I'm sure they'd find some use.
Russian speaker a month at Walmart. But America is the country with the second most Spanish speakers in the universe. More people speak it here than they do in Spain. So I quit Russian and I dedicated my life to learning Spanish. Языковой Simp. Мне очень грустно. Sorry, Vladdy Daddy. But immediately I encountered a problem.
Okay, so this is the map of Spanish-speaking places. I like how there is more people in America that speak Spanish, and yet it's like blue here, and then you got dark blue over here.
There are way too many brands of Spanish spoken in a million different countries, so which will I choose to learn?
Easy, I'll make the choice for you. It's this one right down here. You see this one? This big one right down here? Looks like a chicken wing? Yeah, that's the one.
They're all speaking Spanish at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter. They can't be that different, right? Right? For a normal person, this decision would be easy, but I have a toxic obsession with sounding native. I like when people mistake me for a native speaker. I want to blend in. That's my goal. So I chose Spanish from Spain. The lisp sounded elegant to me, the extra pretentious pronouns were cool, and the S's hiss like a snake.
And that's all the reasons why I was not interested in it. I went for Argentinian Spanish, accent-wise, that's what I'm working towards, because they are like the outcast black child of the Spanish-speaking community.
Most importantly, I could maybe convince people here in America that I'm really from Spain. Mexican Americans probably aren't familiar enough with the accent to notice minor mistakes. Spain is really far away, and probably aren't familiar enough with the accent to notice minor mistakes. Spain is...
I like how he's done that. Hey, look, when you're heading from the US to Spain, guys, just realize you need to go up a little bit here, otherwise you're going to hit the invisible wall. It's like in every video game, you know how you got those invisible walls? And yet he's found the wall hacks to get around it. So you're going to do 2 up, and then you got to do 1 down, and then once you're back on the land, you got to do a couple of ups again.
Really far away, and a DNA test told me I'm 100% European. And I get it, this is deeply problematic. I know there are white people all over the place in Latin America, but if my German-American ass told you that I'm from Peru, would you believe me? No. But if I told you I was from Spain? Still no, but maybe. And holy taco, is this language easy in the beginning. Spanish was basically just a heterosexual version of French without all the moaning and snorting. And it would have been even easier if I had known the best method to learn a language
Oh my god, he's going to be selling his book again.
Described in the Hyperpolyglot Handbook ebook available for purchase at languagesimp.com. I got good at Spanish fast. I wasn't perfect, but I was having meaningful conversations all the time on Discord. So one day after building up my confidence, I decided now's the time to try speaking Spanish in real life. I was working as an engineer and my Puerto Rican coworker had to give me a 10-minute ride to a job site. So I said to myself, okay Josh, this is what you've been practicing for. Tell him you speak Spanish. So I said,
Hey bro, ¿tú sabías que yo hablo español?
and he turned to me and said,
Oh, sí?
I froze. My heart skipped a beat. I panicked.
I'm pretty sure that's not accent, that's just every language.
No sabo, no entender nada.
And switching to
Oh god, that went so American.
English, he said 6 words that I'll never forget.
You'll get there one day, buddy.
What do you mean I'll get there one day, buddy? You're not speaking Spanish. I just debated philosophy with a guy from Madrid last night on Discord. I'm already there. It turns out all Spanishes are not created equally. I figured that since it literally came from Spain, that learning Spanish would allow me to understand all other types of Spanish, but no. Puerto Ricans speak another language entirely. Sure, it's related to Spanish, but I couldn't understand it at all. And they've got completely different slang. Why do you call an orange China? This is China, and it
Okay.
doesn't help that they speak at the speed of light. And if you've studied physics, you know that nothing can go faster than the speed of light. But somehow, Chilean Spanish exceeds this universal speed limit. Then Cubans don't even speak. They remove so many letters but still somehow understand one another. I wouldn't be surprised if they reduced the word español all the way down to pañol. That sounds oddly Korean. 안녕하십니까 동무들. And every single country has their quirks and their unique slang, and it kind of feels like Arabic, where Iraqis struggle to understand Moroccans, even though they both technically are speaking the same language. I wish someone had told me that Spanish was like this. I thought I'd comprehend everything. The freaking government calls it a level 1 language, for God's sake, whatever that means. At least Mexicans speak clearly, but
You know, an interesting thing is with the ALG method that I am following, because it's all input based, and I have got a variety of content during my journey. Now, I'm nowhere near fluent, okay, and definitely can't speak anywhere as good as him, but I have pretty much a similar understanding across all accents. Like, I can hear the differences, but realistically, they don't sound that different to me, and I think that's just because of the method. Like, that's the one advantage of a massive input method, is that once you just get to a certain limit of input, like a certain amount of input, it's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I can hear it's a different accent, but like, it's not that bad.
my RNG is so bad. Most times when I approach someone who speaks Spanish, they're from some random small Latin American country. And if I do find a Mexican, all they do is make fun of me.
¡Oh, qué padre! Un gringo que habla español, dime algo.
Gracias, pero no soy gringo. Obviamente con este acento, o sea, soy de España, de Barcelona.
Oh, o sea, tú hablas español con...
I like the fact that they still call him gringo in America, yet gringo is like Americans. What's the... Okay, so that's the word for an American, okay? What's the word for a Mexican who's outside their country within America? Okay, because we know you've all got words for this type of stuff.
Tu acento de España.
You don't do it with the S's. It's just the C's and the Z's that turn into the th. Why do they always do that? Th. And if I had $1 for every time that a Mexican called me Cristobal Colon, I'd have enough money to colonize the Milky Way. But to reverse the injustices of the past, I'm teaching the aliens Aztec Noir.
Why would you reverse the injustices of the past? See, this is the problem, okay? You don't reverse the injustices of the past. You double down and you fucking colonize the shit out of them to the point where they forget about their history. God, this is the problem with white people. We do everything half-assed, man.
Model, not Spanish. But the worst possible situation for me is when I encounter a unicorn, a real live Spaniard traveling in the United States.
Hello, I am from Spain.
Remember, I would do anything to come off as native. This is the crucial moment, the moment I've been preparing for a long time. So the 2 brain cells I still have after studying Russian grammar kick into overdrive.
What will we do? What will we do? He's gonna clock us. He'll know we're not from Spain.
We could say we're Argentinian.
The fact that he has a massive Duolingo suit, and the fact that I have a massive Duolingo suit, just goes to show that we're both YouTubers. If you guys didn't know, I literally have a full-on massive Duo suit. I haven't It's actually fallen to pieces now, but like if you go back and watch my older videos, you will find me doing the whole unboxing. I went to a wedding wearing this thing. The only downside is when you're inside it, it heats up. It's even got like a little fan in there, but it does nothing. It like just cools down the center top of your head, which right now, because I'm bald, would be great. But back then, you would just be sweating. You'd be sweating bullets, man. Like, you'd be sweating bullets. And I remember this one time, because it was a pain in the ass to put on. Before I went to that, I think it was the wedding, or maybe it's some other event, because I got invited to lots of events because I had a giant Duolingo suit. I got on the train wearing this thing, because it was just easier to try and, you know, travel there, rather than try to put it on while I'm there, type of thing. Anyway, some kid on the train kept punching me. He was like, I want to see if this is real. And he just kept, like, smacking me in the side. And I kind of, like... I bitch slapped him Duolingo style, okay, but like, I made it look like it was accidental. I just went, ooh, 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 whack, and then he was like, and his mum's like, what are you doing? Leave him alone. And I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, I bitch slapped this kid as Duolingo. It was awesome. By the way, this is the ugly Duo. I don't even know if this is Duo. Like, maybe this is a newer version of it. Like, my Duolingo suit's way cooler.
From Buenos Aires.
We don't know how to do that accent.
We could say we're from Andalusia or the Canary Islands or some small town in Spain.
No, he's from Spain. He's gonna know.
Eureka! I have it! Equatorial Guinea.
Equatorial whaty?
Guinea! It's a Spanish-speaking country in West Africa. It's so petite and far away. No one's gonna know what they sound like. It's gonna work. Let's do it.
Yo soy de Equatorial Guinea. ¿En serio? Mi mujer es de allí. María. ¿Qué quieres, mi amor? Este hombre es de tu país. Scheiße. ¿Estás seguro de que eres de Guinea Equatorial? No. The truth is, eu sou brasileiro, mas eu não sou bonito. Eu sou, tipo, muito feio. Eu amo a língua
Did he just swap into Portuguese?
espanhola. Tem muitos sotaques lindos e pessoas incríveis que falam espanhol. Eu só não queria parecer gringo idiota. Desculpa. Juro pelo Bolsonaro que não vou mentir de novo. Well, we don't know what you said, but... You sound like a stupid gringo!
So in conclusion,
I do get that joke. Like, well, the part with the puking water.
clearly have a long way to go with my Spanish learning journey. But really, who cares if you have an accent or you're foreign or even if you sound like a stupid gringo? You're cool for learning their language, and if anyone judges you for that, they're the loser. Once I realized that, I stopped caring what I sound like in all of my languages. As long as people understand you, alles clean in Berlin. Sauf para...
Hey, when did you start being all moral and having a moral to your videos? Your videos were just shitposts before. What's going on, my man?
Jedkie. Tudo jóia.
Okay, well, we've pretty much reached the end of this video. I'm gonna say some of these jokes have been reused a bit too many times in his videos. Like, I've seen a lot of his videos, and every time he drops a video, people are always like, Evildea, check out the new language simp video. Oh my god, it's so epic. So yeah, I guess I'll drop a link down for you guys to go check it out. Obviously, he does not need my support. He's got 1.6 million subs. I'll see you all in the next video. Funnily enough, I was expecting more jokes about grammar and stuff in there, which I was also a little bit worried about because that could crash my challenge. But overall, it was just basically his accent sucks. That's all right. All our accents suck. My English accent sucks, so it's all good. It's all good, you know? People pick on my Australian English all the time. I see them down in the comment section. Well, fuck you guys. One day we will dominate the world. We'll become the new UK. We'll colonize you all. Except we'll be half Chinese by then, so we'll be white Chinese people, because half of Australia's been colonized by the Chinese. So we'll be Chinese white people colonizing you all. Make sure you sub to be colonized.